probably need to, let's see, I need to wipe my camera off. There we go. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? I was gonna come on here and chat with y'all earlier, but I was on Facebook chatting with them. This juice is so good. I don't know where they got this from, but it's so good. It tastes so real, so natural. I love a good orange juice. So yes, y'all. Oh, my volume was down. I probably turned that down in the classroom because them kids are so funny. When I tell y'all, I just enjoy doing this, like going to different schools and speaking to these babies. That's probably why my volume down, because they was asking me to go to my platform so they could see my videos, and a lot of them have saw a lot of them, because y'all know your girl be going viral all the time, honey. So a lot of them, they have saw like a lot of my videos. They was like, I be seeing you on my For You page. But yeah, so it's a wrap. I'm done for today. Today I spoke to, yesterday I did 7th grade. Today I spoke to 4th and 5th grade. And that's so funny. I wish I could really like, you know, like share the full experience with y'all, like just let y'all see and actually like bring y'all with me, but I can't. So, and I probably could share it like vocally, like let y'all hear, hey Saret, hey boo. I probably could let y'all hear, but I can't put the camera on them or whatever. So, but they little facial expressions and their reactions and stuff like that, they so funny. Like they be cracking me up. So yep, that's what I got going on today. And I like to, like when I go into schools, y'all, the teachers, they have a lot of questions, like the staff and the administrators, they have a lot of questions as well. Like they be asking me more questions than the kids sometimes. So I love making those new connections, you know, like with there was a particular teacher there or whatever, and she said it's something that she been want to do on the side. So I connected with her. There was, I want to say maybe the principal, her daughter, she was like, you know, do you teach children? And I said, oh yeah, of course. And so I was telling her how I had one of my mentees that drove to me from South Carolina, and I was like, she's 11. So, you know, I was like, yeah, I definitely, you know, teach children also. So her daughter is in high school. She's a freshman. So she is going to book me for a one-on-one session with her daughter. So again, like I said, not only is it giving back, but just making new connections too, and networking and meeting new people. So that's really important. I'm doing good. How are you doing? That's really important too, because baby, if you don't understand nothing else with being a business owner and an entrepreneur, you better understand that your network is your net worth. Okay, like that is so important to understand, and that's why I'm so big and so huge on networking and collaborating. Like that's the only way you're gonna really get yourself out there like that. You gotta work with other people. Them kids were so funny. They was asking me to collaborate with them. They was like, can you do a collaboration video with me? I said, yeah, tell your parents to reach out to me. Like we can set something up. But yeah, y'all know, I was telling them, I said my niece, she getting a lot of my videos. So I work with kids and grown-ups. Shoot. But a lot of them had pages and like channels and stuff like that. So I told them to make sure that they comment on my page when they get out of school so that I can follow them and support them. Gotta support these babies. And they were so excited. Like a few of them, I followed them in class. Like I gave them my phone, and I did that yesterday too, and I just let them type their name in the search bar and let them, you know, they followed themselves from my page or whatever. But they were so excited. excuse me, they were so excited, you know, that I followed them back and support them, you know, supported them back. But I was telling them, like, you gotta, you know, you gotta give support to receive it. One of the kids yesterday, he was trying to type his name in the search bar, and when he put it in, one of his little friends said, "You ain't even following her." I said, "Boy, you not following me." And the little friend put him on blast. He said, "You ain't even following her, but you want her to follow you." And I said, "Boy, you ain't following me." I said, you got to give support to receive it. Now you need to follow me back. I said, "I'm gonna follow you, you gonna follow me." He said, "Okay." But they so funny. I love doing that. I love going and speaking to them, and just the whole entire experience. It's a joy. Like, it really is. Let me see. Yep, if you want to be big like these celebrities, you got to network. Yep. And they kept asking me that. They was like, "Are you a celebrity?" Because, you know, yesterday I had papers that I passed around where I printed out my platform. And when they saw my following, they was like, "Are you famous?" I was like, "No, baby, I'm not famous." I am not famous. They was like, and so today they said, when I told them, because I left the folder in here, I didn't bring it in with me, with the papers in there. And because they elementary school, I really didn't think they would be as in tune as they were, but they really were. So I could have took the paper in again. Let me show it to y'all what I took into the middle school yesterday. I had printed this out for them. Y'all see it? So I printed that out for them yesterday and took it in there to show it to them. Let me see, I had Facebook too. I guess they kept the Facebook one, but I didn't take this in today because I was like, this elementary school, I was like, elementary, they probably don't care. You know, middle school and high school, that's where you see more of kids that want to be YouTubers and content creators. But to my surprise, they shocked me. They were really interested. They were engaging in everything. The 4th graders and the 5th graders were. So my aunt, as basically, like, she gave them like a really good analogy on how it's important with being a content creator. She was like, "Ambria, can you explain to them how knowing how to read, write, add and subtract, you know, like knowing your math and stuff like that?" She said, "Can you explain to them how that's incorporated with what you do, like being a YouTuber?" So, you know, then I had to break down like the analytics and stuff like that to them, and just telling them like it's important to pay attention to your numbers, because everything goes back to, like, you know, everything is a number game. So there was a really good question. She was saying, tell them how you do your captions, you know, how you will write a caption to kind of like bait people in. You know, she said that's a part of writing. She was like, so that's why it's important that even if you're gonna be a YouTuber or a vlogger or a content creator, you need to know how to read, write, and do some math or whatever. So I gave them that breakdown, you know, of how you need to understand math for your coins. You want to get paid, you know, then this is something that you need to understand. Hey Abdul, how you doing? Abdul said, "Yes, you are." Hush. Yeah, I told them babies, They was like, "My mama be watching you." When the classroom that I went in and I showed them my phone, they said, "My mama be looking at you." I said, "For real?" They are so funny though. I just enjoy that. I really do. I enjoy it so much. They didn't want me to leave the first classroom with my aunt classroom. They said, "Since this your niece, can she stay in here with us?" She was like, "She gotta go talk to the other people in the other classroom." And then the last class I did, they was like, "They gonna love you because you a social media influencer, and you know that's what these kids are into or whatever." So when I got done speaking and they was clapping, she said, "See, I told you." She was like, they enjoyed this. But yep. Yeah, I see myself being a really popular celebrity but I just know where to start on YouTube. Yep. And that's what I explained to them too. Like, hey Vanessa, I was explaining to them, like, y'all, social media is the new wave. Like, that's what people using. That's what they like. This is the time that we living in. Hold on, y'all, the phone about to get hot. But that's what I was explaining to them. You know, look, you got to start somewhere. You may as well start here. Start on social media. Let me block you. Let's see. I don't know why I hid your message. Hey, Stanny. Oh, you had a typo. You said you don't know where to start. You know what? A lot of the kids asked that today, Abdul, and I was telling them, like, to be honest with you, it's not a wrong or right way to start. I feel like, and I'm just giving my, you know, my personal own experience. I feel like you just got to get started. Like, I'm just gonna be, you know, like, be 100% honest. Like, just start. Like, create your channel or create your page, you know, whether you want to start on Facebook or YouTube. I do tell people all the time, even with my students, don't make the same mistake that I did. I started on Facebook and I was so consumed with Facebook because, again, that's where I was making money at. That's where I was monetized. But I was so consumed with Facebook that I got to put y'all right here in front of the vid for a second. I was so consumed with Facebook that I wasn't building on other platforms. Please don't do that. Like, I always try to teach from my experience and my mistakes that I made, and that just wasn't it wasn't a wise decision. I'm trying to let this phone cool off. But yeah, don't do that. The lady that called her daughter today, I was explaining that to her daughter, you know, like, real quick while she had her on the phone, and just telling her, like, she started over here on YouTube, and I was explaining to her to also start on Facebook. You know, like, start on both. Don't just choose one platform. That's just like now, a lot of people built their platform on TikTok, and now they about to take TikTok away. So now they got to start either building on other platforms or start working those other platforms, because they weren't on multiple platforms. A lot of them were only just on TikTok. I hear a lot of people saying that they like TikTok over Instagram and Facebook. So they always say, I've saw a few TikTokers saying this. They always say that Instagram is the fake Hollywood, where everybody over there want to be rich, and I really don't care, because I go over there and post my funny videos and get off. Like, I don't told y'all that before, I don't really like Instagram like that. So they say it's the fake Hollywood. They said Twitter is where all the celebrities are, and I don't have Twitter. And they said Facebook is where your non-supportive family and friends are, and I beg to differ. You will have excuse me, you will have non-supportive family and friends on your Facebook, on your personal page. Okay, you will have that, but that's why you got to do you a business page. Create your business page, a blog page, a page that you're gonna be blogging, doing your content creator stuff, and build that page up. You ain't got to worry about the non-supportive family and friends. I don't have to worry about that, because, baby, I got strangers that support me. I got a lot of cyber sisters that I love and that love me, and we talk and have met each other. And I have a lot of cyber aunties. Now, I have not met any of my cyber aunties, but they love me, and, baby, I love them. So I ain't worried about the non-supportive family and friends, the real ones, the blood related ones, because I got these over here that support me, and they love me, and they treat me like I'm their for real niece, and I treat them like they my for real aunties. So I don't be stunning all that non-supportive mess. My intermediate family support me, and that's all that matter. My mama, my sisters, my cousins, aunts, and I'm good. I want to become a YouTuber. You should. Oh, look at Abdul said you got a cyber nephew. Me, yep. Well, you my cyber nephew then. You my first cyber nephew. What do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur. Good morning, Gerald. How are you? Well, look, morning is about to be over. So yeah, y'all, I just hopped on here to chat with y'all for a minute because I was leaving career day. Like I said, I go to another one next month. It's gonna be my first time visiting a high school, God willing. I'm just waiting to get the confirmation, but we're gonna go ahead and speak it into existence. But I'm gonna kind of switch it up when I go to that one. I'm not gonna focus a lot on the content creation and the social media influencing and all that stuff. I kind of want to focus more on like financial literacy with them, just to kind of like get into their head and pour into them about credit education and stuff like that they need to be getting ready for. Yep. So I'm probably gonna put like a presentation together to focus more so on credit and financial literacy for them, because they need to know this stuff. If y'all are young, Abdul, you said I'm your cyber auntie, you my cyber nephew. Your auntie can get you together with that credit, baby. You need to be working on your credit, learning about credit, learning about financial literacy, so that you won't be like your auntie, okay? And be 30 something just learning about credit and how credit works and how to capitalize off of credit. You know, I learned this too late in life, so that's why it's really important to me, you know, to teach it to the youth at an early age. My kids, they know a little bit about y'all, this cough. My kids know a little bit about it. I only started coughing because I turned on the AC and when that air be blowing in my face. But I need to teach them more or whatever, especially my oldest child, because that girl is a reckless spender. I'm currently reading Rich Dad Poor Dad currently. That's good. I have not read that book, Abdul, but I heard it's a really good book. I heard it's a really good book. A lot of people that took the same business course as me, I saw that a lot of them read it. And I did listen to a little bit of the audio on Clubhouse one night, but I only heard a little bit of it. But I know that it has a lot to do with your thinking, your way of thinking. I did catch that from the little, I don't know if it was even a full chapter that I heard during the audio, but I did capture that part, you know, like while listening to the audio, that it has a lot to do with the mindset, how we view things and how we look at things. And I talk about that all the time. Like everything in life, it don't matter what it is, it starts with your mindset. It's how you view it. It's just like, if I tell y'all right now on here that I made $30,000 this month, right? I'm just throwing something out there. You got certain people on this video right now who are going to view this as she bragging. She talking about she made 30,000. And then you got other people who are going to view it as inspiration. They're going to view it as motivation. Like, she made 30,000? Oh shit, I can make that. You get what I'm saying? So everything in life starts with your mindset. It's how you view things or whatever. And I always say, either you're going to view it as a hater or you're going to view it as motivation and inspiration. It's all up to you. So 9 times out of 10, you got a lot of people who gonna view it as bragging and, oh, she bragging, talking about she made this and this and that. I don't view things like that. Like when people speak on their success and they talk about the things that they're doing in life, or they celebrating their winning season and stuff like that, I don't view that type of stuff as bragging. I view it as, shoot, I can do that too. So again, it starts with your mindset. Like people saying, I talk about how I go viral all the time. I sure do. It's an accomplishment. Everybody ain't doing that. Some people are struggling for views. So yeah, I go viral a lot and I work hard to do that. It's an accomplishment. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. It is. I'm on chapter 4. Yeah, that's good. Keep reading books like that. I'm not a big reader, you know, so I ain't finna get on here and lie to you and be like, oh yeah, because I don't. I listen to an audio before I read a book, and I like to listen to them and go to sleep, you know, like, and let it play while I'm sleeping. I do that a lot, a whole lot, whether it's like Bible verses, reading different scriptures or whatever, like letting it play on the audio, or whether it's books like that. Like I told you, I heard that particular book on Clubhouse one night, but I can't even recall what chapter it was, how much I listened to. I just know I had it playing one night prior to falling asleep, and that was the little bit that I picked up from it, you know, that he basically was you know, a lot of it, the little part that I did here was like surrounding around like the mindset. So what does your content consist of, and what's your goal with having a channel? My content is everything, honestly. So it's basically like lifestyle. It's about my entrepreneur journey, different things that I'm doing throughout my life. I share my family. I share me being a mom. My son was playing basketball. I share me going to his basketball games when he was playing. Just different stuff, motivation, inspiration. I was sharing a lot of credit tips and business tips. I don't anymore because I kind of got out of the credit field or whatever, and I didn't want to still keep attracting that same audience, if that makes sense. So I do like funny videos, I do skits, and I do a lot of drama videos because drama is what sells. So that's what make my money. But yeah, my channel and my content is everything. I love what you're saying. Yeah, it was one chapter, like if you speak negatively, you're going to get negative results. Yep. And he was basically saying how the one dad was always saying what he couldn't afford. And like I said, I don't know exactly what chapter it was. That's just the little part that I heard. I can't remember. But again, goes back to the mindset or whatever. If you keep saying you can't do something, that's what you're producing. You can't do it. You putting that into the atmosphere. You're speaking that. I tell my kids that all the time when they be telling me they can't do something. I said, stop saying you can't do something. You can do it. Like don't even speak that over your life. Oh, I can't do this. You can say that it's hard. You can say that, you know, it's trying. Is it giving you a run for your money? You know, like I told somebody the other day that was congratulating me for monetizing my YouTube channel, and I said, this one right here had me in the chokehold. You know, so you can say that it gave you a hard time, or that it's giving you a hard time, but don't say what you can't do. Like you putting that into the atmosphere. You're speaking that. Gerald said my credit is real good. That's good. Let's see. Abdul said you do more motivation than all the other things. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was the one when he said he couldn't afford it. Yep. That's the poor one. And the rich one was saying, how can I afford? That was it. That was the chapter. That was it. And that's why I said it's the mindset. If you keep saying you can't do something, that's what's gonna happen. Like, I was gonna share this as a testimony on Facebook. I'm still gonna share it. I just be having so much stuff to post, y'all. But I had put on my vision board that I wanted to make $15,000 a month. That was gonna be like the minimum. And I put that on my vision board. If y'all go look through my shorts, y'all will see that on there. Nobody knew what that number meant but me, because I didn't tell nobody. I just put it up there, you know. And I'm sure people probably saw my vision board because it had a lot of inspiration stuff, a lot of motivational stuff. I'm sure people saw it and was like, 15K, you know, what's that? But basically that was the amount of money that I wanted to make every month. Like, since the year started, I have made that except 1 year. Except 1 month. January is the first month that I didn't make it. And I mean, I made 10K, you know, a little over 10K. So that wasn't 15, but still. So when I was doing my vision board, a weird thing is, I had found a 1 in one of the magazines, and I was looking for a 0. So I was gonna put 10. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 10. Like, I'm gonna hold myself accountable to make 10,000 a month or whatever. I couldn't find a 0. So literally in that moment of me sitting there while we doing our vision boards, like, y'all, right hand to God, literally in that moment of me sitting there, I was like, you know what? Here go a 5. The 5 was just there. It just stuck out to me. So I was like, bump it. Do 15. You can do it. And I like to challenge myself, you know, and push myself to my best abilities. So I was like, do 15. Like, put a 5. You could do it. And I literally spoke that in January. And it's been happening. So that's how powerful the tongue and the mind is. And people don't even understand it. Like, you got to speak life over yourself. You got to speak positivity over yourself. I don't care what's going on, y'all, that's negative. I don't care what people trying to throw at you, what the enemy trying to attack you with. The weapons may form, but they won't prosper. Remember that. Like, they gonna form. Let them form, but they won't prosper. So just remember, like, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Like, that's true. So again, when you being attacked, when you under attack, when you got all this negativity coming your way or whatever, it's all up to you how you react and how you allow it to consume you. So that's why I be saying, people can say what they want to say. Oh, it's bragging. Oh, she just saying this for this reason. Damn that. Baby, say what you want to say. I'm in my bag. Okay? I'm in my bag. I'm too blessed to be stressed. And the blessed don't beef with the miserable, baby. Say what you want to say. Hey. Say what you want to say. So again, y'all, speak life over your situation. Any negativity that's coming your way, speak positivity over it. Keep doing positive stuff. Keep your platform positive. If you do have a channel, if you do have a platform, it's all up to you if you feed into it. I just told my boyfriend a situation that we was talking about the other day, yesterday to be exact. He was sharing something with me because I hadn't been like keeping up with the story or whatever. And so he was sharing something with me, and I was like, babe, I'm just so disappointed that that person allowed themselves to fall into that bait. Excuse me. Because y'all, that's all it be. Attacks from the enemy is bait. It is bait. That's it, and that's all. That's why people can say what they want to say about me. I don't give a damn. I wasn't falling into no bait. Say what you want to say. That's what y'all wanted me to do. That is exactly what y'all wanted me to do. Keep doing this. Like I said, keep doing it. I'm not doing it over here. I'm not doing none of that over here. Keep talking, keep running your mouth, keep speaking on me, keep doing what you're doing. Even to the trolls that come and have something to say, baby, I wasn't falling in no bait. It's always mind over matter for me. And that's what I told them kids today. They was asking me, how do I deal with social media in my own personal life? I said, it's always a mind over matter thing, and it's what you allow to consume you. So I wasn't falling in the bait. But like I said, me and Cliff was talking about the situation, and I was just telling him, I said, dang, I'm just so disappointed. Like, it really just hurt my heart, like, for real, because in my eyes, I feel like the person is so much better than that. Like, sometimes you gotta let peons do what peons gonna do. You gotta let peasants be peasants. Like, let them do what they gonna do. They gonna do that. Just let them do it. You can't feed into everything. You can't respond to everything that's sent to destroy you. Damn that. Like, I ain't doing it. Shoot. And this right here, people can say what they want to say, but this is peace. This real life. This is real life peace. Call it what you want to call it. Call it fake. Call me fake positive. Whatever you want to say, baby, say it. Peace is when you don't care. Shoot. Just say what you want to say. Okay. Let's see. Where you going, TT, anyway? I'm about to go make some content, Abdul. About to go make some content. This is what I'm trying to change, because I had a problem with my dad's side. With my dad's side of something that happened almost a year ago. I'm trying to get over it, but it keeps coming back. Just pray. Hey, gorgeous. Just pray. Pray about it. Like, stuff that you feel like is too big for you, it's never too big for God. And I don't want you to feel like, because I know people say that all the time. People are always saying, oh, just keep your head up. Just pray. Just keep going. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm telling you from experience. Like, things that I felt like were too hard for me, stuff that I felt like was too big for me, like, give it to God. I'm telling you, like, give it to God. I was in a really, really dark place. I lost my grandmother, Abdul, like, in, what was it, 2021 or 2022 or whatever. But it like took a toll on me, because she just got COVID, and then it was 2022. I began it mixed up, because it was like the beginning of the year. And for like the next 2 years, I hated January or whatever. And it's like, why are you hating January? Like, January is the first month of a new year. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a blessing or whatever. But I was in such a dark place. I hated January because that was the month that I lost my grandmother. That's her birthday month. That's my anniversary month. That's 2 of my kids' birthday. Like, a lot of great things took place in January, but I started to hate that month when my grandmother passed. And it was because she got COVID and just went downhill. And my grandmother did everything. Cut her own grass, still drove herself around. She did everything. That right there was one of the hardest things that I ever felt like I dealt with. Like, last year, I probably wouldn't even be able to talk about it without crying, without boohoo crying, my eyes turning red, and me just, you know, like, getting all worked up. But now I'm in such a better place, because I started praying and asking God to give me strength where, you know, where I feel weak. And he did that. He granted me that strength. I was like, just like help me. Like, you got to help me through this one. Like, this is hard or whatever. And I'm in such a better place. That's why I don't allow any and everybody to move me. I don't allow any and everybody to tear me down and get in my head, you know, and stuff like that. Like, baby, I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. And I always say, people can call it fake all they want to. They can say it's fake peace. They can say what the hell they want to say. But no, this kind of peace right here, it only come from God. It only come from God. That's it, and that's all. Call it what you want to call it, but that's why I'm not moved by certain stuff. That's why I don't care when people feel like they tearing me down or they attacking me, because I already know who rocking with me. I got the armor of God on me. I know I'm covered by the blood. You can't touch it. And when you know and you understand that, you operate as such. So pray about that thing and let God deal with it. I'm telling you, he can handle it better than you can. He can handle it better than I can. Like, he gonna work it out for you. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, when my granny passed, my whole world could have really, let me get over right here, crumbled. Because that's what it felt like. And I just started, I just started praying and telling God, I'm like, this is hard. Like, this just a hard one for real. And next thing I know, I started feeling this sense of peace. I can't even put it into words, honestly. Like, I just started feeling a sense of peace to where I just knew it was God. I was like, I know this you. Coming from being in such a dark place, and being depressed and just feeling like my whole world had, just crumbled. So just keep that mindset. I'm sorry for your loss, but death takes a toll on some people, especially if you're really close to them. Yep. I couldn't even go, Abdul. I couldn't even ride past my grandma's house, like on her road. Like, if I was just passing through, because I moved away from my hometown or whatever, probably like long before my grandma passed. But if I go back there and I'm going to her house, one time I was on live and I went to her house and I was on live going out there. I broke down on the live. I'm on live crying, and I don't even do that. I'm on live just boohoo crying because I was in her yard looking at her flowers and stuff, and I'm just like, I just broke down or whatever. So, like, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I'm just in a better place, a much better place. So I went to her house a few weeks ago. Cliff and I was going there to pick up a car, and I was fine. Even seeing like her roses, her flowers and stuff. I think those was like lilies. Seeing like her lilies like blooming and stuff like that. Like, I was okay, because my grandmother loved flowers. She had a yard full of flowers. And so, like, the first time that I went out there and I saw those flowers, I got really emotional and sad. So that's why I say, like, anything that you feel like is too big for you, just like start praying about it. Like, pray about it. Anytime it start bothering you, fall to your knees, start praying. Before you go to sleep at night, pray about it. So that God can already take care of it the next day. When you wake up in the morning, pray about it. If you feel like it's about to start bothering you, start praying about it. Be like, look, like, God, like, you know, whatever that situation is, and I'm not asking your business, because I don't be in people business for real, but whatever your situation is, whatever, God knows, he sees all. So that's good. God did his thing for you. Yep, he sure did. Yep, I'm in a much better place. And that's why I'm very intentional in this season. When people are around me and they feel like they're going to disturb my peace, or I feel like you disturbing my peace, you got to go. Bye. Like, holla at you. I'm just very, very, very intentional in this season. Like, I just want peace and happiness and love. That's what I want to be surrounded with, and that's what I'm gonna be surrounded with. So again, like I said, it's the mindset. We set the tone for our lives. We set the tone for our week. We set the tone for our day. So when you wake up in the morning, if you wake up with a negative headspace, if you wake up and you sad and you depressed and stuff like that, your whole day about to be jacked up. I don't care what's going on with me. I wake up happy. And one reason that I do that, I wake up happy, is because God just granted you another day. How could you not be? Despite what may be going on, how could you not be? You was blessed to open your eyes to another day above ground. Like, that's a blessing in itself. Your kids woke up. You don't have children, but you know, my kids waking up, my boyfriend waking up, my family waking up. Like, that's a blessing right there. How can you wake up mad and irritated? So again, I wake up happy. So you just have to like change your mindset. I always tell people that, like, before I ever had any money or started making, you know, any type of money, y'all, I already had a rich mindset. I already had a rich spirit. It's a lot of people that I know that got money, but they broke. They are broke because they got a broke ass mindset. They got a broke spirit. They got a broke personality. Broke mind, broke spirit, broke personality. They just broke soul. They broke. But you might feel like you got all this money, you touching all this money, but no, baby, you broke. You broke up here. So again, even before you start like receiving financial blessings and stuff like that, before God started blessing you financial, you got to see it before you see it. So you got to start up here with the mindset. Everything starts with the mindset. Hey sis, hey Tanya. So you got to have like a rich mindset, have a rich spirit, have a rich soul. But yep. So I'm about to hop off here, y'all. I'm about to go in here and do some content before I pick my babies up from school. It's the people who want to be rich, but some are horrible as a person. Yep. Yep, they are. And that's why I said, Abdul, like, a lot of people, they'll have money, but they broke in the mind. Like, they're broke. They broke and they stuck. They ain't doing nothing. Broke in the mind and broke in the spirit. So, again, I want the things that money can't buy, and that's one of them. You know, like, I'd rather have a rich mindset. I'd rather have a rich soul and a rich spirit over actually having, like, physically. I done made it in the coffee shop now. I'm getting ready to edit some content, y'all.